Welcome to the Ridebold YouTube channel, and if you're new, this is where we ride fast, we ride smart, but we ride bold. So I know it's been a while since I've done these vlogs or whatever the case on YouTube. I've been off the bike for 3 months, and I needed to get on Zwift and get my race fitness back up, because in Los Angeles and California we kind of already started our race season, right? So I wanted to take part in this series of the Zwift games. I normally don't do races on Zwift. I normally just do the workouts on there, the training, especially when it gets to our fall winter season and it's pouring raining and we get floods out here. So I wanted to take part in this year Zwift games, and with that being said, I already did stage 1. So here's a quick little recap before we hop into stage 2. People are already attacking. That got the heart rate up. We settling in. We got a little climb coming, so I gotta relax. Gotta get to the top. They not letting nobody go. I love it. Pull, baby, pull. Last climb, come on. You gotta get to the top with them. You gotta push. Come on. With me coming into stage 2, I pretty much sitting at 18th place in my category, in the general classification. And with every race, it's going to get harder and harder. I definitely want to get myself up in the rankings because I'm 182 pounds. In kilos, that's, I believe, 82. So when it gets to the climb sections, I'm gonna have to mentally push myself. As this race, as it always do, it starts off really hot, really fast, and we get into the sweet downhill until we get into pretty much the first climb up. My agenda for this race was to hold my feather power up to the very end. So that means I was gonna have to really push myself, maintain my heart rate, and just get over the climbs pretty much. With the main climb of the day, I definitely wanted to try something and just to see how the field react, and that is just put pressure on the field. So I decided to move towards the front, and as I pretty much get to the front, I just wanted to maintain and lock in my watts and just hold that 4.0 kilo and just keep the pressure. People are using their feather up and stuff, and I just wanted to keep the pressure. And if I have to make everybody use their feather, by all means, it's good for me at the end of it. And a rider behind me, he used his feather. So my plan sort of kind of worked. So as I kept the pressure, the jersey that I'm wearing is the Bahati Foundation jersey. And as a mentor, he always told me, when you get to the top of the hill, keep the pressure, roll over the top of the hill with some pressure, because people were gonna feel it. And as we start to come down the downhill of it, it was already about a 3-4 second gap of the peloton. I think it was a group of 5 of us, and we're pretty much rolling down the hill, and I'm expecting, it's 5 of us. We could keep this pressure, rotate, and keep going. But they slow up. I don't understand why they slow up. But let's fast forward pretty much to what the title of this video is about. It's about to get into the 1.4 miles left in this race, and I'm gearing up. I'm locked in, and then all of a sudden my computer and my TV monitor goes black. Oh my gosh. My computer died. Yes, my computer died on me. I was feeling so good in this race, and I'm just now mentally defeated. Like, I don't understand. Oh my gosh, man.
Come on, man.
If anybody knows, it's like your girl just came to you and she just pretty much broke your heart, and ain't nothing you can really do about it but just look dumb. But that's how I pretty much kind of felt, and I really felt defeated. So I just did some research, and I was trying to determine if I wanted to do another race the same day, or pretty much wait until one of the days during the week and do a race. As I looked, I normally do my races, if you want to race with me, is on Mondays. I believe it's the 8:12 race, or 8 a.m. race or whatever, and that's the main one that works for my schedule for throughout the week. So on the same day, the only one that had, with a bigger peloton and stuff like that was at 10 a.m., 10 on the Pacific time. And again, I gotta now wait an hour. I go get some breakfast or whatever, some quick little small breakfast, and I gotta wait. And what that does is it lets my body just wind down. And if anybody knows, that's not a good thing to do. So I decided to just hop in the same day race at 10:10. And at this point, I'm kind of determined. And again, like any other race, it starts off hot. And again, in the back of my mind, I've already kind of did a whole race and I'm doing another one. So I got to kind of take it easy. We get to the first climb of the day, and I can already feel the slight fatigue in the legs, and I gotta pretty much manage that. I gotta work with that and manage it, and but I managed to get over this first climb without using my feather. And again, what is the goal? The goal is to not use my power up all the way until the very last little roller kicker hill, that's about 500 feet from the finish line. As we enter in the main climb of the day, what I did in the last one where I kind of like pushed, this field was a little bit stronger. I felt that, and I'm still holding the same 4.0 watts per kilo just like I did in the other one, but I'm not like passing everybody. So I decided, you know what, I'm not going to push it even more. I'm just going to lock it here, stay in the draft, and roll over the top with the rest of the field. And it kind of seemed to me, again, another field sprint was going to happen, and I just needed to just literally just stay with the field and just make sure I don't blow up or, wear out my legs. The legs are already kind of weared out. So just rolled with the field and crossed over the top. As we get over the top, we had one rider that kept the pressure, and he kind of really attacked the field. I believe this was a bad spot to try to do that, only for the fact that when we get to the top of the hill, it's nothing but a downhill. And with one rider going off the front, he gotta be doing some major watts just on a descent versus a pile of riders that could just keep the momentum and draft, and eventually we just swallowed them up. I wanted to, before we got into the tunnel, I wanted to stretch the legs out. So I went to the front and literally took my pull. I didn't do 4 watts per kilo. I just held it at probably like 3.5, 3.7 watts. And just to wake up the body system, because what can happen is you can get very relaxed and your heart rate will stay low. And when it's time to fire, your heart rate is not going to get up high than what it is. My max heart rate is about 193. So I just wanted to, hold the front, take my pull, and as we entered into the tunnel, that's when I kind of relaxed off the gas and I allowed the field to, pull me back into to the peloton. Then from here, we pretty much just all stayed together, and I just wanted to make sure I kind of stayed in the middle of the pack, just to keep the pressure on the pedals, but not too much, and just float. I wanted to just float and just stay with the field because, again, I already knew that it was going to be a field sprint in this situation. So with that, let's just hop towards the end of the race and let's just see what happened. As we come out of the tunnel and we're getting about, I want to say, a mile and a half left of the race, and I had to tighten up the shoes, get ready to lock in and see what's going on. So in this position, there is a sprint zone with a kicker that's right before 1K to go, and some people, you have to pick and choose. Do you want to burn all your matches just to get the sprint segment, or do you want to hold on and save a little bit of energy and go from there? So one rider takes off, and I know he took off so hard he burnt all his matches, and then again, I do not want to use my feather here, so I gotta pretty much roll over this hill while some people are using their last feather. You only get one. So we roll over at the top. I'm just locked in. I'm so focused and locked in because I want to finish strong, because my computer situation is on the back of my head, man. So yeah, so roll over the top of this, and I'm here. I'm at the front of the race, and I gotta really pay attention because at this point, some people could just take flyers. So here come one rider. I'm thinking he about to go, so I'm like, oh, this is a free ride, but he sits up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm at the front of the race. I have no draft, and we're literally about to be 500 meters from the line. So I need to fall back into the field, but not too far. So we about to get ready to come into the last kicker. I got my power up of my feather, and I got to use it. So I hit it, and I'm like, okay, this is it. Just crust over this top, use enough power, and the finish line is right there. So I'm like, we got to kick. And I see, okay, I can podium, and then I get past the people. I wish we had at least another 25 meters, and I would have passed these two, but your boy got third place, y'all. I got third place in this race, and it feels good, especially for a person that been off the bike for 3 months. Fitness is slowly starting to come back, and I think in the whole the general classification right now, I'm sitting third place. I'm sitting very good in third place. So I just want to let y'all know, man, things gonna happen. Computer's gonna crash or whatever's gonna happen. Make sure, first of all, get your stuff together. And I'm talking to myself. Get your stuff together. But secondly, is this a mental thing? You have to be able to bounce back. And what I did is I bounced back instead of getting frustrated and waiting a couple of days. Just get back in there, do what I need to do, and finish strong. You know what it is, y'all, man. Make sure y'all ride fast, you ride smart, and hopefully I catch you in the next episode, because that will be stage 3, which I believe might be some climbs. So come back and let's see how we did for the next one.